It is one of the most popular crime shows on television ever, and now Murder, She Wrote is back, but not how you remember it.
Mixing mystery with comedy, Solve Along a Murder, She Wrote invites audiences to crack the case before Jessica Fletcher can. And we're pleased to say host and superfan Tim Benzie joins us live from Brisbane. Hello,
G'day, Tim.
Hi, how are you both?
We're great. Tell us about this. We love this idea. When did you become a fan of Murder, She Wrote?
Oh, well, I watched it when I was growing up. I'm a Brizzy boy. I grew up in Chandler. And I was a little obsessed with Agatha Christie as a kid. I read all of her books before I turned 14, which is a bit nuts. And the TV shows Poirot and Marple hadn't started yet. And then Murder, She Wrote was broadcast. And I used to watch it with my family, like most people did, and it really hit a sweet spot, because she's a murder mystery writer and she solves mysteries. So that was when it started, a long time ago.
All right, so tell us a little bit about this show, the Solve Along Murder, She Wrote. Tell what happens here if we're an audience member.
Okay, so it's an interactive screening of an episode of Murder, She Wrote. So we watch an episode of Murder, She Wrote over the course of 2 hours, but there's lots of other activities and things that happen, and we solve the crime collectively using the fameometer and the suspiciometer. But I don't want to give too much away. But there's a Cabot Cove quiz, and there's lots of crazy stuff that happens. But we solve the crime collectively while we watch an episode.
And so you're Jessica in there?
Yes. Or are you many characters?
Yes, I am. It's so ridiculous. I just kind of decided early on that it would be fun if I dressed up as Jessica Fletcher.
Yeah,
right?
it's great.
And I mean, it's the worst drag you've ever seen in your life. I mean, it's not an impersonation of her in any way. I just kind of start the show by reenacting the opening credits of Murder, She Wrote. So that's me looking ridiculous.
I love it. And it could go anywhere, right? Depending on the audience.
Yeah, Murder, She Wrote was incredibly popular all over the world. So I've done the show in Mendocino. That was pictures you saw me then running around Mendocino, which is where they filmed Cabot Cove. So I did the Murder, She Wrote festival, which was crazy. But I've done the show all over the UK and Ireland and Australia, of course. So yeah, there's a lot of love for Jessica. She seems to go across borders, I think, the love for her.
I think I'm the same generation. I grew up around watching her on TV, and Angela Lansbury was so good in it. Are you surprised at the demographics of the fans that are coming along to the show?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's so weird. Like, I kind of have a key demographic is kind of women, I would say, maybe from like 35 to maybe 55. And but also there's a surprising significant demographic of quite young people in the UK, and I've also found them in Australia, where and the reason why they know Murder, She Wrote, and they're in their early 20s, right, is they watched it on TV during the day when they went to university.
Oh!
So, yeah.
I got it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, how do you pick which episode to use? Because there's so many good ones.
Yeah, there are. There's 264, believe it or not. So there's a lot, and I've done 45 since I started doing it. But that's a really good question. I like to pick an episode that fits the structure of my show. There's some really great episodes of Murder, She Wrote that are a bit different. There's one where Jessica's on a jury duty, but that doesn't really, there's only really one suspect, and it's like, is he the killer or not? So that doesn't really fit. But I also like to really pick a show that's got really amazing guest stars, because there's been some really famous people on Murder, She Wrote. George Clooney and Courtney Cox has been on, but also she used to use the show. There's a story about Angela Lansbury, which is true, that she would often write roles and get older actors in from the golden age of Hollywood who she knew, but they were at risk of losing their health insurance if they didn't work.
Oh.
So she would get them jobs on Murder, She Wrote.
Just quickly, I mean, obviously, this is a big syndicated show back in the day when those things counted. Are you working with I know Angela Lansbury is no longer with us, but are you working with the creatives of that show? Do they approve this?
Yeah, they definitely approve it. I pay a license fee to do the show, which is fantastic. I know. It was nerve-wracking when I first asked permission, but they said yes, which is fantastic.
Amazing.
And of course, I'm sure you're aware, there's a Murder, She Wrote movie coming out.
There is. They're going to reboot the whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be
I was about to
one
say,
of the suspects.
maybe you could play Jessica with that wig.
Or that, yes.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say that. I'd love that, but I don't think it's possible.
Listen, Tim, we love this idea. It's great. We're so glad you're doing it. Thanks for being on the show. For tickets and more information on Solve Along Murder, She Wrote, you can visit the website on the screen. That is going to be a good night out. My kids love murder mystery shows.
Let's go.
They love them. Let's go.
Excellent. Thank you. And next on Today Extra.